why do you think that game specifically does that to people? Because even me, I played it a little bit, but like I have a really fond memory of like connecting with people. And I don't know. It's just, what is it about that game?
I think it's the ability to distract yourself from this real world that we live in. You're basically put into almost the same thing, except it's all blocks. It has everything that the real world has, but you're with you're doing it with your friends. I think it could be compared to like Fortnite and like playing,
Yeah.
playing with your
Well, that's
friends. It's
like the
just
new
like,
age version of
yeah,
the connection.
I don't know. It's just the sense of community and like the sense of, I think having a distraction, uh, or being distracted from, whatever your problems are and whatever's going on in the real world. Like after school, everybody would hop onto the server and play with whoever it was. And I think
Yeah.
ultimately it's just because it was a good distraction for people from the outside
Real
world.
life.
And yeah, and that, they could just be with their friends and have fun.
Yeah. I think that's hard for kind of an older generation to understand video games in that way because like when they were
For
growing up,
sure,
it's like
dude.
they would go to like an arcade and
Yeah.
play alone, or like you'd have you couldn't play online or anything. So like there's no connection between video games and friends with them. But like for
Yeah.
us, growing up with the internet, like sometimes on snow days or whatever, you would stay home the whole day and just play with your friends, and it was like
Yeah.
it was so much fun.
Snow days were my favorite. That's when the most people were on.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
everyone would be like rooting, hey, it's a snow day
So
on the
it's like
server.
this whole other generational thing that like we understand, but it might be kind of hard for other people to understand. I don't know. I
Right.
think that's kind of weird, especially like now with social media, which you're really involved in like the influencer world and everything.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of that just doesn't make sense to a lot of people. In the last podcast I did, I interviewed a TikToker who is making enough to make it his full time job,
Hmm.
and that's such a foreign concept to some people.
Yeah.
So
I I don't know how long it's going to take for it to like not be a foreign concept. But I think
pretty quick,
TikTok
I
is
think.
definitely breaking that barrier because people are blowing up for no reason off of it, where it's becoming way more common than being a YouTuber because it's very hard to blow up on YouTube
Yeah, and it's all
now.
organic too.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's all organic, and TikTok is converting to all these other platforms too. So I see that being pretty long lived.